Hello, fellow travelers. Today, my food for thought for all of us, and something to ponder and think about and see how we can evolve, how we can ascend as a human conscious, because the way in which we are descending is actually alarming. Our misguided decisions, our habits, our illusions have caught up, and it is spreading everywhere, even to the children. If the children of the world are lost, then we have no future. It means we who are the Christ arisen today have really not done the job we were sent to do. Whoever is here, you are a Christ arisen, and you can either become a fallen angel, whereby you become degraded, you lose your consciousness, and you act like a beast, as talked about in the Revelation. Or you can rise and become better. And the only way that you can do that is to be loving and wholesome, to be kind, to be in harmony with what is. If all of us put in our effort to really be at peace within ourselves, to have harmony within ourselves, I can tell you we wouldn't have such wickedness going around. But we are all so busy being scared and afraid. I don't know what. I don't know scared of what. Because there are natural laws and nature laws that are of life, which say that whatever manifests will unmanifest. Whatever begins will end. The only reality in the physical is that it is ever changing. Every one of us can really stop and ponder at that and take a pause. If we love and we create peace within ourselves, we will come to appreciate where we are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be explained. We just have to look at the nature of life and say we are born, we come here, we grow, we need support. We are supported by everything within this space where we are. And what can we give back? We can be at peace with it. And when we choose to be at peace with it, love is the resulting. Care is the resulting, because that which is of value to you, you treat with care. Everything has a voice. Everything has a sound. The sounds that are coming from the human kind are actually very painful, and they must be very disappointing to our Creator. Because all of us are full of greatness. All of us are full of absolute love. All of us are born pure. And within us, the life that breathes in us is pure. How do we come to fall and become fragmented? When there is fear, life is divided, and only love can unify. When you love, when you're kind, there are no colors. It is just pure light. It is just life, because you come to realize that everything here is just life and nothing else. Even when you have to eat something, you eat it in reverence and gratefulness that I'm eating it to serve life. We are all servers of life. But when we start being scared, when we start being afraid, when we start stealing from life, we create chaos. And that is what is coming up. That is what is being shown with our children. That is what is being reflected by our confused psyche and minds. We've put in so many desires, and the hypocrisy is beyond. Everyone is busy pointing to the other when all of us have sinned. When I say sinned, is doing something that is, they've created these terminologies that are always even taking us further. We don't do positive talking. We should look at one another in hope, in love, in trust that within all of us is the divine intelligence that made us to have an understanding of right and wrong. And when wrong has been done, to use right to heal. We are all here to heal, but it is so sad that we are creating more wounds. I call on to you, my fellow travelers, with all the pain you bear in your hearts, because if there is any true pain, it's not in your head. It ought to be within your chest. So, self-reflect, where is your pain? If it is in your head and creating anger in you, creating hatred in you, creating fear in you, then you're not handling it in a wholesome way. The only judge of what is going on around us is the heart. It is the center, and it knows nothing apart from compassion and love. Compassion is when you see the wrong, but then you understand where the person is standing from. If they've got their houses, our bodies are our houses, or they are our kingdoms. If the cornerstone of their house is sand, which is their thoughts, which is ever changing, then you have to know that they need deeper prayers. They need an extra love so that they realize that it is not about the material. It is about the love we can express. Let everything that you do be centered and be done in love. We can do it. And when a wrong has been done, don't give judgment. Fight, because it's a spiritual warfare. Fight with all your energy, with all your breath, to give compassion so that there could be more healing. The more pained souls go out of here, the more pained souls will be created on earth, because the consciousness is one. Whatever goes back is what will come back. Look at all the areas where you have confused people, people who are full of fear, people who have not known who they are, and look at what is going on there. It is a jungle law. Even animals are doing better than us. Let's use love. My heart, if you're to look at the law of my heart, we need to go back there. You can use the 10 Commandments. We need to go back there. Above it all, we can use the 2 major laws that Jesus the Christ, who managed to crystallize his energies, used. Love the God, your creator, with everything you've got. And if you're loving that, automatically you will respect everything that is created here, and you can see. And then love your neighbor as you love thyself. If you walk in such a way, can you hurt? Can you cause pain to anyone? We are working on traditions and cultures that were built and made and constructed by people who had no regard, who didn't even know who they are, and they used their bodily senses. They used their emotions. They used their thoughts to build for us. That's why you and I are the Christ who have arisen to judge the living and dead in a righteous judgment. And a righteous judgment restores love, restores compassion for an understanding of what was done wrong and how can we make it right. It is my duty and your duty to write and create a better humanity for tomorrow and other generations. We are here, we go, and we come back. Because God is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, and we are made in His image. We are the yesterday, we are the today, we are the tomorrow. Let's create what we wish to receive. Let's do the healing so that the skies where we walk feel our regret of that which we didn't see. Let's look as part of creation, not as a part of it. Whatever we sow, we shall reap. Whatever was done by my ancestors is what I'm getting now. Today you are the receiver or the giver. Today you are the receiver. Tomorrow you'll be the one giving. Today you are the one giving pain. Tomorrow or in another lifetime, you'll be the one getting it. May we walk in awareness. May we all receive the enlightenment as it is given by the sun that keeps giving light so that we can understand. Much love and best wishes for your journey.